Nursery production is a long-term and technologically complicated process which requires a high level of applied knowledge, skills, work and control. Nursery in general consists of mother stock of rootstocks, which can be generative rootstocks produced from seeds and vegetative rootstocks produced by vegetative reproduction. Then mother stock of science, which is usually annual shoot with well-developed and healthy vegetative buds, and field-grown stock or nursery production parcel on which generative or vegetative rootstocks are planted, which are then grafted and finally obtain nursery plants suitable for planting in a permanent place. The generative way of root propagation is through seeds. Seeds produce seedlings that often have uneven growth, fruit quality, uneven root development, leaf size, uneven pest resistance, ripening time, etc. For these reasons, seedlings are not used for nursery plants production, but only as a generative rootstocks for grafting or in selection process when creating new varieties by hybridization. The production of generative rootstock seedlings takes place through several stages: seed collection, stratification, storage of seeds until sowing in a suitable substrate in order to preserve germination, sowing and management in the nursery. Vegetative method of rootstock production involves propagation by cuttings, shoots, and increasingly by tissue culture in vitro. Today, a large number of methods of vegetative propagation are in use. Those used in regular production can be classified in two groups: cultivation of rootstock with the parent plant and cultivation of rootstock from parts of the above-ground system or roots then are rooted separately from the parent plant. Today, the most common type is the production of rootstock by mulching with the soil. The mother stock of vegetative rootstock is raised on deeply cultivated fertilized soil with a planting distance of 80 to 100 cm between rows and 30 to 50 cm in rows depending on the fruit species and available mechanization. From the aspect of the health status of plants, mother plants must be healthy and free from the presence of the virus. For the first 2 years, the parent plants are left to grow freely to strengthen their roots and they should not be mulched. After that period, the mother plants are shortened to 1 to 2 buds 5 to 8 cm above the ground. In that way, the formation of shoots that are covered with the fine loose soil is encouraged. Mulching with soil should be repeated 2 to 3 times during the growing season. The shoots should always be covered with at least 20 cm of soil. Rooting of young shoots begins 35 to 50 days after mulching and is especially intense in the second half of summer or during autumn. The exploitation of mother plants begins in the second or third year of production. In the second year, 5 root shoots can be obtained from one mother plant, in the turn 10, and from the fourth onwards 15 or more per parent plants. In full and good production condition, from 1 hectare of rootstock stock can be produced from 150,000 to 250,000 rooted shoots. Exploitation of mother plants of rootstock usually lasts up to 15 years, although in some cases it can take longer, 20 to 25 years. In order to maintain and stimulate good growth strength, rootstocks need to be fertilized and maintained. It is especially important to add a large amount of organic matter in the soil. For successful fruit production, the grafting shoot should be taken only from the cyan mother plants. Cyan mother stock is used for the production of cyan buds for grafting a certain variety of fruit on a certain rootstock to produce a desired nursery plant. Cyan mother plant stock are usually a dense set of trees with the aim of obtaining a large number of cyans and buds. It is not recommended to take the cyans from the young trees. The bottom age limit for the use of mother trees in apple nursery plant production is 7 years and in stone fruit 5 years. Trees of this age can give about 40 to 50 shoots, and later, when they reach their full development, from 200 to 250 shoots. Due to the constant appearance of new, interesting variety for production, the mother cyan trees often have to be replaced with the new ones. Each new planting implies the standard procedure for mother plants, during which traceability control is performed, and then the procedure of regular testing for viruses and virus-like organisms and monitoring of the health condition is initiated. Cyan mother plants orchards are planted in places where there is no intensive fruit production in order to reduce diseases, pests, and virus transmission. Very often, the cyan mother plant stocks are isolated in forest complex, which enables sufficient isolation. Regular visual and health examination are performed in order to preserve the health of the parent trees. Each cyan mother tree must have its own identification number in order to be able to trackable in the future production of the buds. The production of the rootstock and buds is very responsible job, so is the best that the parent plantation are located within a scientific institution or under its constant control. The most common problems that occur with planting material are the health condition of the nursery plants and the inappropriate variety. The origin of these problems very often are coming from the mother stock of rootstocks and buds.